Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you're not new here, welcome back. As you can see by today's title, I'm going to be sharing everything that I learned in 2019 and everything that I'm going to basically apply in 2020. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Got my laptop here, so I typed everything out so I don't forget anything. So the first thing that I learned in 2019 is I learned boundaries. So what I mean by that, I don't know if you guys will know what I mean by that, but boundaries, like where I basically tell myself I'm not gonna allow this to happen to me, or I'm not gonna allow certain things that I once let slide, they're not gonna slide, or I'm not gonna, like when you don't have boundaries, every little thing can hurt you, or like when you don't have boundaries, people can just walk all over you, and basically learning how to say no too as well, because that's what I have an issue with, like for a long time. I don't know how to say no. Well, this is me in 2019, me in 2020 is different, but yeah, so I learned how to make boundaries, and basically it's like in 2019 and before, I had like kind of like a fear of saying no, or like if I say no to this person is gonna be mad, or like stuff like that. Or like I'm a very open person, I'm a very giving person, especially to like people who are my friends and stuff. So most of the time, sometimes like people take advantage of that as well, where I'm completely, left with nothing. So I learned boundaries, and I also learned how to say no to people without feeling guilty. So, or I learned how to take care of myself and like make my needs a priority instead of making somebody else's needs a priority. I learned how to make myself okay in 2019. So the next thing I learned in 2019 is my individuality. So basically with that is I learned to love my individuality in 2019. So I love my individuality, I love my space, I love like creating things like this. I love, like, that's what I like. There's two types of people. There's people who thrive in group settings, and there's people who thrive in their individuality, and I happen to thrive in my individuality. Like I don't know what it is, but I have friends, I have associates, and I have like probably the amount of friends I have I can count on one hand. So I like quality more than quantity, and I'm completely fine with that. Like, yeah, so my individuality is lit, and I learned that, and I learned to love it. It's not that I need a big group of friends, it's just that my friendships are very deep, and like it's not surface level, and I don't expect to have that with a lot of people, basically, is what I learned. Another thing that I learned in 2019 is that you're responsible for how you feel and no one else is. So I learned that I'm responsible for how I feel, and I'm responsible for getting myself happy, and I'm responsible for my own happiness. So the fourth thing that I learned in 2019 is I used to like overthink, and I overthink, and I overthink a lot, and like I really have to tell myself sometimes like it is not that deep. So those are some things that I learned in 2019, and not only 2019 but like before that too as well. So those are some things that I learned, and now we're gonna get into what I am gonna apply in 2020 and some of my goals for 2020. Things that I want for 2020 is I want to build new relationships and friendships with new people, and like, well, it doesn't have to be new people, but I want to build more relationships and friendships, because like I said, I'm an individual person, so I'm very okay I'm okay with having friends or without having friends. Like I'm okay with that. But in 2020, I want to build more friendships that are my like comfort level, and like the same level, basically, you know what I mean? So I want to build more that are like I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. So basically, I just want to build more new friendships and relationships. In 2020, I want to speak up more for things that I'm passionate about, and to not feel guilty of speaking up for things that I'm passionate about. And I want to learn that me speaking up about something or something that bothers me or hurts me is not the end. So yeah, I want to do that more in 2020. And another thing I want to do in 2020 is I want to let go of doubt, because that's literally like, doubt is the worst thing ever. Like, it's literally, it's not cool. So I want to let go of doubt too in 2020. Also in 2020, I want to let go of always trying to be in control. I don't know if I'm a perfectionist or what, but like, I don't know, but I'm letting go of that in 2020. I'm not bringing that in 2020. I just want this year to be full of positivity and to be full of motivation, and I want to fully be driven in 2020. And I want to keep going forward, and that's my goals. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already. Make sure your bell notification button is on so you can get notified whenever I post. And make sure to leave a comment. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in my next video.